KCC311 for week number 7. We're going to create a map from a spreadsheet. And yours will kind of end up looking something like this. Now you might say, wait a minute, map from a spreadsheet? Didn't we do that already? Careful. What we did is we created a map from, this was a KML file that got us this map of the United States. And that's nice, and we could do this, and we could go in here and hit the like we did in weeks 5 and 6, we could data table, and we could color things in. And it's great. But what if I just give you a spreadsheet like this? This is not a KML file, so it's going to work a little bit differently. I'll walk you through those steps. And by the way, where did I get this spreadsheet? Week number 7 in a Blackboard here. Information on these Divvy bicycles in city of Chicago. You get a spreadsheet, shows you where the Divvy bicycles are. So here's a bunch of addresses. Well, shoot, can't we get all these addresses in the map? We can. But before we do that, I just want you to quickly notice there's a bunch of information here. What information in particular do I want in the map? Well, where should I put the map? Latitude, longitude. That's map language right there, latitude and longitude. If you tell me latitude and longitude, I can find the map. So we are definitely going to need to make sure we know latitude and longitude when we do the spreadsheet. The other thing is, these names, these addresses, that's a name for all my data. It tells me where. What if I put 346? Does that mean anything to you? No. Maybe that means something to some computer somewhere. But that's not. Should I name it Chicago? No, because everything's Chicago. What about the date? That doesn't really mean anything to me. So right here, identify, what do I want to name my data? This is the best information. This tells me where, in like human language, tells me where my dots are. So you'll see this information again. I just want to point that out. Latitude and longitude, that's good for a computer. The name, that's good for us as humans. All right. Off to the map. You know how to get to Google Drive, and if not, you go to your email, you click here, and you get the Google Drive, and then you can get into this screen. Create new, go down to more, and you'll see Google My Maps. All right, we're getting closer. I click Google My Maps, and this is going to look just like Google Maps that you might have used to find your directions to the grocery store or whatever, but we need to import some data. Now, before we imported KML. Not this time. Select File. And I got all these different files on my computer. What do I want? I want the Divvy stations. That's what we're working. Open. And it takes a second. But now it doesn't do it automatically. It says, hey, where do you want to place your data? And remember, this is what I was talking about before. What's the best way for a computer to place information? Latitude and longitude. Hey, it selected those. Continue. A title. Remember, this is for humans. How do I want to title my data? Not city. Everything's going to be Chicago. Let's go to name. Not ID, because remember, those like numbers like 340. That doesn't mean anything to me. The name. I hit finish. And it's going to take a second here because it's got to take all that spreadsheet data that we worked up from here, and it's got to convert it into, there we go. It's got to convert it into map information. Now click one of these dots. Now click it and look at the name is human language. Not 435. That doesn't mean anything to me. The name is sort of the human language about where these dots are. So what did I just do? I took this spreadsheet, which you have on course documents, and I uploaded it to Blackboard. To Google My Maps. So this is the type of map that we're going to be using for our week 7 assignment. But this is the first level because then all these dots look the same. And hopefully, if you know the city of Chicago, even basically, you know that there's a lot of different parts. We got the downtown right here, so maybe these dots should be darker because there's more people, more bicycles, more people coming through here. Whereas maybe in the other regions, the neighborhoods, it might be less. So I'd like to distinguish the dots. That's the next video. But the very last thing I want to talk about in this video is, first of all, untitled map. Very boring. Click that untitled map, and it gives me I can type a name. So this is a Divvy bicycle map. Okay, that's good. A description. This might help. And hey, in this case, we're doing week number 7 assignment. Okay, we can work with that. But clicking here, now we can title things. And the last thing is, you're going to need to get this into a graphic for week number 4. I know we've done, week 7. We've done graphics many times. You cannot download a My Map. I know it's kind of tricky. But what can you do? On a PC, I'm working on a PC computer. I can hit Control Print Screen, and you'll see it pops up this snipping tool. Snipping tool basically says, hey, tell me what you want to take a picture of. I want to take a picture of my map. And I highlight everything, and then it gives me this option. I can save it. I can save it as Divvy week number 7, something along those lines. So you need to be able to feel comfortable, being able to upload the spreadsheet to the map. That's the first step. And then you need to feel comfortable. You want to name the data. And then you also want to feel comfortable being able to take a screenshot of the data. And you'll see that little snipping tool on my computer here. I click that, hit new. There we go, new. and then I can highlight this map, and because that screenshot is important for uploading, making a graphic for your week number 7 assignment. Let me save that. All right, so that's the first video here. I don't want to say that because it's 2 times. But your first video here, making sure you can get those points in the map. Second video, I'm going to show you how to distinguish them with different colors. And then the third video, you're going to be able to filter the data a little bit.